So this is the Tick Tag Go station. So obviously it's focused on ticks, which are from human perspective of concern because they're small, they don't want to be found. There's tens of thousands of species, but there are a few in particular that are of concern to us because they can transmit all kinds of diseases. And so this table will focus on really one key behavior, awareness of ticks and their size, and then how to do a tick check, and that it's not easy. So I don't generally share a whole lot of information about the diversity of ticks. I focus more on what they look like, how small they are, and how to keep an eye out for them. Okay. All right. So my visitors, if you want to come over. So, hi, I'm with Tick Tag Go. So today we're trying to raise awareness about ticks in Nebraska. And we have a few species that are around. There's one in particular that's moved in to the state, and it's really small. So this is the size that we're most accustomed to. All right, they're about that size. But what do you notice about these small ones here? How small are they?
They're really small.
Like freckle-sized, right? So we have a challenge going on today. This family over here, each of them has 2 ticks on them. So we have the mom, the child, the dog, and the cat. So if you guys can find a few ticks, then you get some Smarties over here with tips on how to be smart about ticks, okay? And that includes avoiding habitat when possible, using tick repellent with DEET, showering after being outdoors, especially if you've been in tick habitat, and then performing tick checks on yourself, on littles, and on pets. And then if you find a tick, you can take a picture of it, and you can add it to iNaturalist. And our project is here, and we will help you identify the tick. And it also creates a record. So if you do develop symptoms a couple of weeks later, you have a record of when you interacted with that tick and what species it is. All right, so to help you find the ticks on here, we have flashlights. We also have magnifying glasses. So what you want to do is, I would say, start with the pets. They're easiest, and then you kind of move up from there. The child is second hardest, and then the mom is even more difficult. So ticks don't want to be found. Is that one not working? Okay. Where's the bin here? They don't want to be found, so they're going to be in like crevices and places that'd be hard to find. So you're going to have to get personal. You really have to get in there, okay? And it's a very well-behaved dog, so you can flip it over. She'll stay.
Flip it over?
Sure. Put her on her back. And now ticks have pets have the advantage. You found one, very good. All right, so in the ruffles on the neck, they like to go there. Oh, you guys are great at this, okay? And here also. All right, so then let's step up, okay? So we have our daughter here. She just came back from a camping trip. And so again, you've got to look in all of the crevices. And so it gets a little personal, but when you're looking for ticks, it does, okay? So for these ones, you're looking for those nymphs. All right, so this size, yeah, they're pretty tiny. So see how you do. All right, and they like to be like around the waist, arms and elbows, behind knees. Those are other places that they'll go. So I see you doing a double take. That is the tick right by the belly button. So they're like freckle size. It's really tough. Take a look at this. Okay, so there's one. So you're looking for another one that size on this kid, okay? So you could check the neck, behind the knees. And it takes time. That's one of the things, when you're doing a tick check, you won't know. Yeah, right behind the knees, right? All right, so we want you doing our tick checks, okay? You're good at finding them. All right, so you don't always know if you have one on you or not, so it takes some time. So this is the last one. I'll let you guys look for a few minutes, and then we'll move on. But the thing here is like checking your scalp is really hard. Imagine trying to check the back of your own scalp. That's where it's really good to have some help, okay? Because they can be really tough. You don't know what size you're looking for necessarily, and you may not have any at all. That's where the showering comes in. It can be really helpful, okay? So I'll let you guys look at that, but first, one other thing I want to share with you. We have a tick here as well. See if you can find it in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see that one as well? All right, so if you put it on different colors, things like that, where is it easier to find it?
When the contrast is better.
Right, so how could you use that like when you're going outside?
Like wear clothes that are brightly colored.
Right, so if you go out dressed in really dark colors, like trying to find that in there is gonna be really tough. But if you have bright colors, it could be white, it could be neon green, they stand out a little bit more easily, okay? So Tic-Tac-Go is a citizen science project too, so there's a lot of projects that you can participate here in Nebraska. So this card has information about all number of different kinds of community science programs that are available in the state. So keep looking for those, and then you guys will get your Smarties, okay?
So do we like kind of?
Yeah, you got to get in there, part hair, look behind ears and the neck. That's where they like to be. And I like that you guys are looking. Sometimes people will just feel for them, and you're only going to find them when they're engorged. You see this tick here?
Ooh,
This tick
okay.
has taken a blood meal. So that you're going to feel, but when they're little and flat and they haven't attached yet, that feeling test doesn't really work as well.
Can I flip the head too?
Sure, she won't argue. She won't argue. Yeah, get in there. Thanks so much for visiting.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Nice. That's usually the hardest one to find. So, yeah, very good. So there's one more. It could be in the scalp, could be right at the hairline, behind the ears. Oh, we're gonna have to do a fix there. There is a nymph in there. You can kind of see it embedded.
Okay.
Okay, so good job, guys. You've earned your Smarties.
Thank you.